Ladies and gentlemen, there seems to be a new video game coming out, and that, my friends, is called VHS. You heard it right, ladies and gentlemen, there is a new game, and we're going to be reviewing it today. So a lot of folks seem to be telling me that this game will somehow and in some way outdo Dead by Daylight. I literally had someone tell me that this game, VHS, coming out at some point in the nearby future, is going to put the final nail into the coffin of Dead by Daylight. Which is entirely untrue, mind you. Well, maybe we'll figure that out as time goes on. So guys, we're going to go ahead and dive into this new VHS game, and what it is, the hidden secrets, and what to expect from such a horror game? Alright guys, let's figure out what it is. VHS is a lot like Dead by Daylight, which is a very popular horror game if you have not already heard this game. It's a very fun game. Problems, but we won't go into it. But at the current moment, it is the most popular online horror game there is pretty much out there. So I came across this channel yesterday, and I was simply mind blown by this game. And, I mean, just watch this video.
Oh my god, I'm so close.
Double Molotov! No! No, that almost worked.
He clearly was jumping. No, it didn't.
It almost worked.
Did not work.
Like, you cannot tell me that this video is just insane. Like, okay, yes, I get it's a little, old school, the animation seems a little clunky and whatnot. But what is this game going to be once the devs actually work on it? When they actually finish the game and have put the time into it to, fix all the bugs and the smoothness, I feel like this game is just going to be huge. There seems to be 4 survivors and 1 monster. So, as in Dead by Daylight, there's usually 4 survivors, 1 killer. And in this game, there are basically 4 survivors and 1 monster. And there is a catch, though. There is a massive catch that I have found, and I'm excited to share with y'all. You guys can actually, as the survivor, kill the monster. Yeah, that's like the equivalent to getting like, scratch face Myers or something like that. Scratched mirrored Myers. I have always wanted a little variant to Dead by Daylight, something more exciting, something I could actually do more in, and this game seems like this could actually be it. So there seems to be a way in order to kill the killer, and let me explain how the game works. As in Dead by Daylight, there are generators that the survivors must complete in order to escape and open up the exit gates to get out to win, right? Well, this game is catch, because your order is to kill the monster before the monster kills you. And by doing so, you will need to be crafting 4 different types of weapons, so it seems. Or, you got a weapon? You got a freaking weapon to use, guys. So basically there are 8 different charging stations or crafting stations, or there are 8 crafting stations to put it simply. Now at each of these crafting stations, you will need to craft a weapon. You are to be crafting 4 different stigmas, or weapons basically. They're stigmas. You'll need to craft 4 different stigmas and use them against the killer in order to slay this monster. And the monster has only 4 health, right? But you have to create these 4 different stigmas, or like these potions, basically to hit the killer monster with. Killer or monster? I'm thinking Dead by Daylight at this point. But you basically have to hit the monster with 4 different stigmas. And it's not really the hardest thing in the world. But it's going to be hard because the monster is just so much faster than you, and its goal is to kill you, right? So all 4 of you need to craft it, and the monster's goal is basically to stop you from crafting all these potions, or stigmas, I guess you could call it, beforehand, before you craft them, basically. If that makes sense. But to put it simply, when you have a stigma, and you have crafted 1 stigma, you can then throw it at the monster, and if it hits it, basically, or how it works is, when it's damaged, it will drop 1 in health. And you have to get down all 4 health stages to win and to slay the monster. Now, you can craft the same type of stigma over and over. The only thing is that let's say if you have the fire stigma, right? If you keep crafting the fire stigma, it'll only damage the monster once. but you will, however, it will stun the monster, so that way you can have time to go and create, another stigma, be able to escape a chase or something, you know what I mean? It gives you a chance to get away from the monster before it kills you. Now, you'll have to create all the different stigmas, from shock to fire to all the other 2 ones out there. I'm not sure what the other 2 are at the current moment, but basically you have to craft these other 2, all 4 of these different stigmas to use them against the killer before it kills your entire team, to put it simply. Does that pretty much make sense? I think it does. I think it does. Maybe people are going to watch this and they're just going to be like, I have no idea what you're talking about. So I'm not entirely sure how many hits a survivor can take before going permanently down. But all I do know is that other survivors can apparently heal you, just as if you were in Dead by Daylight, and when you can be injured. But I'm not entirely sure how many lives you have. I'll update you guys once, we know more details coming out in the future. Now, to put it simply for all you, monster mains out there, I'm a killer main in Dead by Daylight, so I know how it feels. But monster mains, it just pretty much is simply like this. Your goal is to kill all the survivors and, smash them in the ground before they can create all these different stigmas and kill you and injure you. Your goal is basically, like doing generous, is patrolling all 8 of these different, stations. Now, I'm not sure if I explained this yet, but there are 2 stations of each type of stigma. There will be 2 fire stigma stations. There will be 2 shock stigma stations. That way, the monster won't be just puppy guarding that one spot, where you get that final fire stigma and, he's sitting there and you can't get, you get what I'm meaning? So that way it gives the entire team a chance and the ability. And so your goal as the killer is to prohibit that and to make them get killed, basically kill them before it gets too late, end of the game. However, you are apparently very fast as the monster. You are very fast, making it easier. And I can't wait for this game to come out. No joke. I play a lot of Dead by Daylight, right guys? And if you guys want to see me, check link in bio. There's a Twitch link there. Come join me on Twitch. I play a lot of Dead by Daylight. So if you guys want to come hang out, come and join me. But for those who don't know, Dead by Daylight has been having a lot of issues recently. It has been having lag issues, it's been crashing games, the quality of it hasn't been very good the past few months when it's come out with all these new updates, and the community of Dead by Daylight seems to have been getting very upset at its current game. And with Dead by Daylight having no competition, literally no competition, over the playing field of gaming industry, this will finally change that. Dead by Daylight now actually has a competitor where they will either have to do better or just fall on their face, and this new game is going to take over above Dead by Daylight. So it's going to be one of those 2. Why did my light turn off? I don't know. But VHS seems to be like this new horror game coming out online, and it looks so much fun. And like a variant to Dead by Daylight. It's kind of hard to explain it as if, if you have no idea what it is, but just look at DBD and have that concept of it. It's going to be very similar to it. When it's coming out, I don't know. We don't know yet. We just know the developers have said soon. We don't know when it's coming out. So stick around. We'll figure it out. Join my Discord. You will be updated as it comes out. We will update you. Check out my Twitter. Go to the Twitter of VHS and follow them for updates. This game is going to be big, guys. This game is honestly just going to full-on explode. Now, at first, I'm expecting it to kind of be like, it's going to be a normal, growth of the game. But after a few years, I'm pretty sure this game is going to take off with the proper funding and the proper devs, which, to be fair, I'm pretty sure it will. I'm pretty sure. I'm almost guaranteeing it. Now, with that, Dead by Daylight, it's actually got a competitor now. Now Dead by Daylight actually has to focus on making their content better, because if it's not top-notch and this game surpasses that, which they very well could at some point in the future, I don't think a lot of people are going to stay on Dead by Daylight if they're not happy, currently as we aren't, with their content and what their pros, updating everything. I don't know what I'm saying. But, we're not going to be... We'll be a lot more happy to go to another game that actually listens to their community and will actually produce out good quality content. Not saying Dead by Daylight's bad, they've done a really good job with it over the years, but in the last couple, year or two, it's been like they've really slacked off in the sense of there's been a lot more issues coming out, and they've not really listened to their community. It's a mess! Okay, MMR, the lag, DS not working, Dead Hard not working, God knows what, you can't even throw pallets down. But there will also be looping in VHS. I don't think it's the same way of, like, pallets, but there will be windows, and I know that's a question. There will be windows to vault. I think it's not as much, but there are definitely looping and chases that you'll be going on. Very similar, and it looks like a lot of fun. I mean, just look at the clips, guys. I will leave a link in the description below of some others playing the game. Currently, you can sign up for beta, I believe, or you can put in an application for beta, basically. Go check the links below. There will be a link down there taking you, so you can actually get the version of the game. I will personally be getting it when it comes out on PC or whatever. However, if you guys do want to see me play it on PC, I would love for your support, because right now I've been playing a lot of console, been streaming off console, and we're saving up for on PC. We're actually getting closer, so if you guys do want to support me and see us play it when it first comes out, subscribe! Or a tip or whatever, I don't know, I mean, the link's below, if you'd much appreciate. I love y'all. But alright, Boober Snoopers, this is like the big game that I've been waiting for, and I've been looking for a game for so long. Yeah. For a long time. And I just want to say, thank you, Koi, one of my moderators who shouted this out, because one of my moderators showed me this video yesterday, and I was like, oh my god, there's a new game coming out, we need to see it. And oh my god, I'm so happy he did. But guys, if you guys haven't already, subscribe right now, hit that red button, you watch it all the way through. Why did you come here? If you're not going to come back, what's the point of watching this? Why are you here? Okay? Check out my Twitch down below. We play almost all week long, Dead by Daylight, some other games as well. Come join us, and I will see you next time, Boobers Snoopers, and bye-bye.